You help people get into places, and if it's not a long term, you work with Laura to help with the management through Vacasa.
Yes.
Right on. How did you guys discover each other?
Bob is the #1 RE/MAX agent, and I do a lot of business with him and people in his office. So.
The wife and I, we started RE/MAX at Gulf Shore in Orange Beach and Craft Farms. We did that for like 20-something years, and then I sold those operations out, started MaxParadise, and we had 45 agents, a little different standard and situation going on. The other offices are still doing fine. They, survived well through everything, and that was in 04. Everybody thought I was going to retire. Hell no. After 04.
What are you going to do?
After 04, when everybody announced I was going to retire, 05, 06, and 07, I was the #1 RE/MAX agent in the United States, making $3.5 to $5 million a year. So there wasn't any retirement. I just had to get rid of those 100 agents so I could have a little extra time to market and sell a few things. And it's really not difficult selling stuff here. Once you figure a few things out, pretty easy to sell. So, all right, was that the right answer?
Yeah, no, that was a perfect answer. All right, well now, so what are some of the up and coming areas? Some you mentioned some new developments. Are there some areas that are like, hey man, you should get in on this?
Yeah, West Beach, there's still some great deals on that. Some of the pre-construction deals. The Gulf is definitely where it's at, but I mean, there's areas in Bon Secure, like Trillia Homes doing a bunch over there, but this waterfront over there that's been neglected, let's say, and like going down Fort William Road on the Lagoon on the north side looking south. I mean, there's some fabulous deals. You can buy a two-acre piece down there for about $300 grand right now, have 100+ feet on the water, sandy beach, looking south, okay? And, own from the road to the water, like 600-700 feet long.
Wow.
And build a nice house, and I mean, life is fabulous. I think those are some great deals, but there are in Bon Secure, but even on West Beach. As I said, I'm closing a house tomorrow down there for $1,875,000. It's on a 100-foot lot. It's an 8-bedroom, 7.5-bath house. It'll bring in, properly managed, should probably let her say that. How much will it bring in?
Houses like that will bring in over 200.
Yeah, I was going to say 150, but anyway, the people that bought it were told 150, but 200 probably more realistic with their program.
All right, well now they're happier.
The guy that was owning it, that owned it, or owns it until tomorrow, was renting it just certain times of the year for $10,000 a week himself. So he'd rent it for 10 or 12 weeks a year. So he'd make it $100,000, $120,000 a year, and that was all he was doing. And these were repeat customers or customers that would tell other people about it. And he had a lot more demand than he ever had wanting to use it.
So the 150 to 200 range, depending on how often they use it, and with a program like ours, putting it on 26 different channels and the marketing strength and the technology behind Vacasa, something like that would really do well.
Well, I'd have no question they could do 200,000 with it.
Sure.
You got to maintain and use stuff. You buy them for your enjoyment, primarily. So I tell everybody to hell with Vacasa. Use it all you want, but of course they want to use it in front of you. To enhance your quality of life, then we work it from there. So, but no, they normally don't use it that much in the prime season anyway, because most of them are too tight to let that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a week go.
You just stay there Tuesday and Wednesday night and get the heck out. You mentioned people buying lots and building there. How is the local government with permits, and how builder friendly are they?
As long as you are not increasing the density of the property, you're golden. So in other words, if it's by right with the zoning and your setbacks and everything, then you're golden. It's no problem at all there. Both municipalities, being Orange Beach and Gulf Shores, are very well run, very structured, very mature. Wasn't the case 36, 38 years ago. I'll tell you, it was a good old boy system. But today it's very easy to do. As long as you're not trying to buy a single family resident and put a rental in there, or do something where you're going to put like 4 or 5 or multiply anything, because everybody's against growth that isn't already approved. Right?
People put a jack-in-a-box in or something.
It isn't going to happen. But anyway, no, the answer to the question is very easy to do. As long as you do it by right and don't buy something that you think you're going to go in and ask for a bunch of variances. So,
Okay.